welcome to my channel. This is me, Slava. Good to see everybody. And welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective. Let's do another reading for you. And let's take a look what messages the universe have for you today. What messages the universe have for you today? We have matriarch, the mother of homestead. It's about opportunities, opportunities and also consequences. But I'm more prone to say that this is opportunities, your opportunities. I will clarify this card, of course. Let's clarify it. What opportunities here? What opportunities? Opportunities. Oath. Something that you oath to yourself. Kind of feel like recently you went through a lot of changes, and I kind of feel like you're still going through these changes. They're good changes. And particularly the card oath and opportunities means that you vow to yourself something personal. It's a promise that you made to yourself, or maybe that's a promise that you will make to yourself. A very strong energy, right? It's a strength. Oath is about strength. You promise yourself to be true to yourself, right? To the card of conquest represents to conquer some sort of difficult situation. There's a tremendous power from this message that I feel like, and particularly for you. There's some sort of vow you made to yourself. To be honest to yourself, to be true to yourself, to not quit, to never give up, to achieve your goals, to conquer some sort of difficult situation. This is your oath, your personal oath. So what is that oath? What is that oath are we talking about? Because like I mentioned earlier, you are changing here. You're a completely new person. You're a different person. You're an unrecognizable person. I feel like you're not the same that people seen you in the past. You're different. You're different. But that's because you made that promise to yourself. What is that promise? Let's clarify the situation. What is this oath? Let's clarify the oath you made to yourself. Chariot, the oath of victory, the oath of moving forward, right? You said, I'm not quitting. I'm not a quitter. I'm not giving up in life. I'm going to conquer, and I'm going to conquest my goals. So honestly, if you're dealing with a situation that there is some sort of, once again, by the page of swords, negativity, aggression in your way, someone here is not happy. Someone here is so unhappy that you made that oath to yourself to never give up. Because I feel like a lot of people, there's a lot of negative energy, I kind of feel like surrounding you. And this negativity comes from people, from foes, from enemies, often in the shadows. No one here, I guarantee you that no one from your foes openly have a conflict with you. They're afraid of you. They're afraid of you because they know that you're a fighter. See? Also, if we analyze this card, there's an individual here that have tattoos, right? I'm not talking about you having physical tattoos. Tattoos means markings. There is a marking of a bear paw, right? Bear always is a symbol of strength, symbol of resilience, symbol of power, symbol of determination. Bear is a symbol of strength, a king of the forest. No one is a match to a bear in the forest, right? We have also a symbol that looks like a moon, intuition, right? Intuition. Also, it's on the left shoulder, which is represents fears and deception. You conquer your own fears. You conquered your own insecurities. You're confident. You're strong. The bear paws has blood here. You see, it symbolizes like a scratch, like a battle, like a fight. You're ready to fight. You're ready for a battle. You're not going to be given up. And honestly, I already mentioned that there's a lot of people that are afraid of you because of the oath that you have taken. Now, that oath could be different to every single one of you, whatever it is you promise to yourself. Some of you, for example, promise to themselves to never trust shady individuals and shady people. Others of you could have made a promise and oath to oneself not to be in a relationship, for example, with a narcissist and cheaters and liars. Others made an oath to be always prioritizing your own best interests, to learn how to trust yourself. So in other words, you've been through a tremendous transformation where you conquered your fears and you promised to yourself to not to be afraid again. There's no insecurities here. No insecurities. You're a very strong fighter. And your enemies doesn't like that. See, they don't like it. Someone here would like to see you in a very disadvantaged position because of your determination. The tarot card Chariot represents always victory. There are several, of course, cards, including major arcanas as well as minor arcanas that represents victory. But Chariot is a major arcana. Symbolizes I am moving towards victory and there's nothing and no one can stop me. Which relevantly makes your foes and your enemies very angry. Page of Swords. See, they're aggressive. That's a small card, right? This is minor arcana, a page. Unsatisfaction, dissatisfaction with how fast you're moving in life, right? They would like to stop you. They would like to stop that chariot. So you do not achieve the goals you promised to yourself to achieve. They're not happy. They're angry. But yet they're afraid. They're afraid of you. There's fear here because I already mentioned you're strongly connected to the symbolism of a bear. Power. Power. You're not afraid. You're not afraid to be alone. You're not afraid to walk in the dark. You've been through it. You conquered your fears and you conquered your insecurities. And the moment you did it, you become a dangerous competitor to your enemies. They're afraid of you. But they're also unhappy. They're like dissatisfied, right? Even though a page is a small arcana, it's not major arcana. It's just somebody who's acting foolishly towards you. Maybe some empty remarks or empty words, empty dissatisfaction. They would like to stop you. See the tower. They want. Someone here has this almost like a manic desire to break everything in your life, to bring that tower, to bring that destruction. But it is you that bring in these destructions to your foes. And they know that. They know if they cannot stop you, they're done. They're done. But that desire to destroy you, right? To destroy you, to punish you. See, Ace of Swords and the Tower. To stop you at any cost. And I feel like your enemy is thinking about this day and night. Day and night. How to do that to you. But they can't. They can't stop you. They can't. You're well trained. Because maybe perhaps in the past, you see, and I'm just about to mention that, in the past they brought the Ten of Swords. There was a sword thrown in your back, right? Where your back was turned. You didn't notice them. You didn't notice your enemies in your past. This is you in your past. Someone just backstab you relentlessly, on and on and on, because you were vulnerable, you were busy with something, you were busy with your life, you were working on yourself, or maybe perhaps you were helping somebody. And while you were occupied, or in other words, when you were not alert of your enemies lurking around you, they were able to backstab you. But now you're aware, right? And this is also could be the other promise you made to yourself. See, look, look, look. You promise yourself, I will stay aware. I will filter my surrounding. I will trust no one. I will trust no one. I will trust myself. I will trust God. That's what you promised, not to trust anybody. And as an advice to you, so far analyzing what I see, is you should be alert. I'm not saying that your enemies will succeed once again to backstab you, even though they're trying. They're trying. There's some sort of deception, lies, manipulation, could be witchcraft. All kinds of things are happening. All kinds of things are happening. And what really frustrates your enemy, that everything that enemy is doing is not working. Not working. So they're angry. They're angry. They know. They know that you are about. If you are not going to be stopped, you will bring that destructions into their life. They're scared of you. And also your enemy promised to themselves to destroy you, right? So who is this person? Who is this deceiver? Who is your enemy that thinks for once that you could be conquered or destroyed or backstabbed or set up? Because there's a lot of negative things flying your way. They're constantly shooting your way, right? This fiery ones going your way. But you're armored. So you have an armor here. Protection. They can't get to you and they're mad. So who is this individual here, the deceiver? Of course, look at this. High priestess. High priestess, a lot of manipulation. It's a secrecy, secret. Someone who is acting secretly. That someone does not want you to know who they are. But I'm sure you already know. I'm sure you already know, right? You know. You know who that person is. 100%. But it's constantly, like I said. They're looking, they're watching, they're observing. They're observing everything about your life. They want to find that weakness. They want to find what exactly makes you vulnerable and what exactly that weakness you have, so they can go after it, you see, to bring more pressure, hoping that maybe you'll crack or you'll give up. And that's how they could once again obtain that victory that they want over you. Who is this person that's secretly doing this to you? Well, that person is now thinking. They're in a deep thought. They're thinking day and night. What can we do? What can I do? But that person is stuck. So understand that it is, if your enemy could have not do anything to you by now, I can assure you that they cannot do anything to you ever. It's done. Their time is done because they're already upside down. See, they're stuck. They're stuck. They can't do anything to you. They can't. See, look at this. And death. And there is an ending. And there is a transformation. It's the end for these people. For this person. Whoever that person is. There's as soon as the end. I kind of feel like in the next few months here for you. Maybe 3 months max. 3 months maximum. 3 months max. And your enemy will be completely out. Completely out. You're too far away from these people, from this person. There's no stopping you. There's no backstabbing you. There's no setting you up. You're simply too smart. And I will tell you why. I will tell you exactly why it is impossible for your enemies to do anything to you. Because you did your internal healing by the card of the moon. You did either a shadow work of some sort. You healed. You were not afraid. So that time where your enemy thought that they could celebrate that victory over you at one point by Tower Moment and Seven of Swords and Ten of Swords, that they backstab you. You were simply took that time to self-reflect, to face your darkest fears, to face your own demons. And if you were able to do that, these foes are no match to you. And that's exactly what I feel you have done. That's exactly what you have done. You fearless here. You have no fear. No fear. Because that's how the enemies, and this is once again competition. Your enemy was competing with you for some way and lost. It was a competition with you. But if you, like I said, been through hell and high waters, literally, and if you were not broken, when all the doors were shut for you, where you had absolutely no one but yourself, you took that time and you used it wisely. You didn't start feeling sorry for yourself, because I do see there was a serious betrayal you suffered. Your enemies hurted you. There was, like I already mentioned, backstab, betrayal, setup, problems, could be legal problems, you name it. There was no fair competition under any circumstances. There's still no fair competition for your foes. And that's exactly why it's ending, because the High Priestess also represents the higher powers kicking in. The higher powers are now removing this person, these people out of your life. Because the way they were competing with you is illegal. Illegal. And the universe does not support crooksters. You see a card of star, also a card of universe. Universe already made a decision to give you that victory, to put you on a pedestal that you deserve, because you've done nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. So who is the person here? Who is the person here that simply cannot rest day and night? Who is that person that is now stuck? And yeah, it's a woman. It's a woman. It's some sort of woman, aggressive, angry, manipulator, woman that manipulated a man or manipulated somebody to fight with you, someone who deceived, deceiver, manipulator, envious woman, jealous woman. She's the one that is your competitor. She is, I kind of feel like, wanted to be you. She looks at you and she admires you. And because she admires you, it drives her mad. Because there's a card of Page of Swords, which signifies her anger, her dissatisfaction. How exactly are you doing fine? More than fine, you're doing fabulous. You're happy, you're moving forward, you have opportunities, you're successful, you're full of love, you're full of life. So she questioned herself, how? How is that? Some sort of woman that wanted to be like you. Very cold, because she comes up as a Queen of Swords. Do not be attaching to the actual signs. very cold, very calculated, very unemotional, very cruel, envious, angry, chaotic, and hectic. A middle-aged woman, so over 40 maybe. Over 40, but under 55. Okay, middle-aged female here. Oh boy, she's angry. She's angry. And she always have this ability to lie to people, to use people in her advantage, to manipulate people. And I see that this woman manipulated maybe initially somebody to help her. See, the woman advising a man or manipulating a man, do this for me, right? So she's playing games. She's playing games with people. But like I already said, she is absolutely no match for you. And in the next 3 months, I see that she will be completely removed. Completely. Whether she will go to prison, depending what she has done. In other words, you're no longer going to pay attention to what she's doing because it's not important for you. Not important. You're simply going to be on another stage in life. And yes, she manipulated somebody. So she is not working by herself. There's somebody else with her. Most likely a male here. So I guess you need to be aware of that. You need to know that this woman is very angry. I do see here that she is stagnant. There's stagnations in her life. She's not happy. She's not satisfied. Right? She's not satisfied. Things are ending. See, ending. She knows that. Things are ending. This abuse on you is ending. Maybe she herself have some sort of problems in her own life. She knows that she's stuck. She knows she cannot move. She cannot do anything. She tried it, and she come to realization, if she's somewhat intelligent, as often Queen of Swords should be, then she more or less already can assess the situation, that she's stuck, this is the end, and she's the one that is the loser. And that's another thing that makes her really, really mad. What exactly is she stuck with? I do see that she's thinking how to get out of some sort of very painful transformative period that will severely disadvantage her life, including even imprisonment or incarceration. She does not want that. Of course, who wants to go to prison? But what exactly is she stuck about? What is this stagnation? What is she stuck on? That's my next question. She's stuck on thinking, right? Seven of Pentacles. She's strategizing. And she's waiting to make a move, right? She constantly thinking how to stop you. How to stop you. She's stuck on it. She's almost like to the point of she is fixated with this idea. She cannot think about anything else. The only thing she's thinking about is how to stop you. Because you, as a Chariot, moving forward. And you're not just going anywhere. You're going to bring an end to this envious woman who clearly not mentally well. So she's thinking, what can I do? What can I do? And what does she wants to do? Oh, what does she wants to do? Once again, devilry she wants to do. Magic. What should I do next? That woman most likely utilize some sort of witchcraft against you. I honestly do not rule out at this point. Judging by Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, Tower, High Priestess, and a Devil, that this woman's thinking to do something terrible to you. Terrible. And I'm sorry to say that, but even death spells. She wishes you would not even breathe. That's how much hatred and envy she has to you. Devilry. She's sinking once again. Devilry. Have to bring that transfer judgment. See, Five of Pentacles. So you have nothing. So once again, you feel miserable, pathetic, yada, 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 yada. Still sinking. She's dreaming about this is her wish. So she has a lot of wishes, a lot of desires. And for some sickening, twisted mind of this demonically oppressed woman, her only wish is to be like you, to have your luck, to have your success, to have your beauty, to have your strength, to have your destiny, to be like you. So in other words, I feel like she's like a copycat. You know what copycat? Yeah, she's wishes of that power, emperor power. I want to be powerful. I want to be loved like you. I want to be this queen of wands like you. I want this ace of cups. I want this opportunity. I want this power. I want this independence. I want my wish fulfillment because you have it good. And she's stuck. But why is she stuck? Due to her own actions. Because she's trying to attract what's not hers. And anyone who participates in devilry, witchcraft, or any other prohibited techniques against people is always end up in this position where the death card will follow after. You don't win here. You lose. You always lose. So she's jealous of your opportunities. In fact, next 3 months for you guys, spring, season of spring, it's a beautiful, wonderful season for you. It's a season where you will be, there will be a very, very incredible opportunity for you given to you from the heavens. Could be most likely business, entrepreneurship qualities, right? Because fire is about business opportunities, financial opportunities, very incredible opportunities to truly make that huge breakthrough for yourself. And it's already predestined for you. Some of you I see will also meet a very powerful companion, a partner, a lover. Once again, Two of Cups not always represents a lover. So do not quote me on that. It not necessarily represents you're going to meet your soulmate. Some of you will. There's still Ace of Cups. There's still positive emotion, but also an offer. There is an incredible offer that you will receive from a very powerful man. Very powerful man. Could be a businessman. Maybe you choose to become partners to each other, like a business partners, or start up a business. Opportunity. Or this is simply means you yourself. If you choose to be by yourself and you're not interested in any business partnership or ventures, or you're not interested in any romantic relationship, then it simply means you. You yourself, you're the boss. You're on top. You're powerful. A lot of people are drawn to you. You understand? You have this incredible, almost like a magical ability. You're a leader. You know how to lead people. People respect you. People don't respect this crazy woman, this jealous one. She's kind of like a gray mouse. Gray mouse. She doesn't have that fire. She's cold. She's like a robot. Beep, beep, bop. You know what I mean? Cold. You're on fire. So if you ask yourself, and maybe perhaps you often ask yourself that same question, well, what's wrong with this female? What's wrong with this woman that obsessed with you? Well, who would not be obsessed with you? Ask yourself that question. Who would not be obsessed with you? With your fire, with your potential, with your leadership quality, with your strengths, with your kindness, with your love, and the way you have love towards everybody, from the smallest tiny creature to the biggest creature. You love life. You're full of life. And she's cold. She's cold. She's bitter. Bitter. Why? She says. Why? Why do you have all that and I don't? Your enemy is solely a woman that is your number one fan because she follows you everywhere. She watches you everywhere. She wants to be you, a copycat. She could be maybe initially copying your style, copying whatever you do, right? She really wants to be like you. Destiny. She wants your destiny. But your destiny is your destiny. And that's why the devil is here, right? Devil, dark intentions, satanic intentions in her mind, witchcraft. And she have done that, maybe even recently. But it's not working here. Absolutely not working. Zero. Zero. You will get your wishes. You will get your wishes. That's what you promised to yourself, and that's what you're going to get. And you are the only one that needs to believe that. Because you are the only one that could prevent that from happening. No witchcraft, no some crazy jealous person, no some criminal framing or whatnot, all of this nonsense. Only you could prevent yourself from receiving the destiny that was always meant to be yours. And therefore should be no fear. No fear. So you got the idea of jealousy, right? You understand why this woman is jealous. It's kind of like a manic. This woman is manic. But yet herself, see? Witchcraft, witch. She thinks that she can solve the problems through witchcraft. If only that would be that easy. But if there is a devil, and clearly this enemy of yours, this foe, acknowledges that there is a devil, clearly, reality, she's doing this witchcraft, calling whom for assistance, we know whom, then she must also acknowledge that there is God. It's not one-sided train. There's two sides, good and bad. And a good side is on your side. Therefore, you don't have to fight. God fights your battles. So she's attempting to do some sort of witchcraft, right? And I see she's being punished. That's why she's stuck. See, she's stuck. She's being punished. She can blame you all she wants. And maybe she does. Maybe she's blaming you, that you are the reason why this is happening in her life. Why everything is over. Why she's stuck. Why she feels alone and lost and unloved. She needs to blame herself for what she did when she did it to you. And because there is a punishment for her. And the punishment for witchcraft particularly. She did witchcraft on you. She did. She most likely did, 100%. Relentlessly, death spells. Death spells. You understand what I mean? What is a death spell? It's probably one of the most worstest, prohibited ritual that anyone could possibly do. Is the most satanic ritual one could possibly do. So what exactly she expects? The ending, the coffin, death of her life. Because it's all coming back. It's all coming back to the sender. But this woman, like I said, chosen to do this herself. And everything that is happening in her life, she did it to herself. For you, I see abundance. I see a lot of earthy energy. Very grounded. Healing, rejuvenation, success, including love, Love, because something could have been done also on your love, on all aspects of your life, right? This woman hated you that much and have been doing a lot of damage for a long time. But her time is over. Her time is over. Why exactly is this woman did this to you? All of this. Jealousy, we understand. Yeah, see. Protected. You're guarded. Your guardian angels guarding you. There was a divine intervention because of all of this witchcraft and this sickness that this sick woman and whoever she manipulated, her flying monkeys, did this to you. They all are being punished. And there's only so much I can say. This is still, at the end of the day, YouTube. It's a public platform. Um, I'm not going to go into details about your particular case, but I'll tell you one thing, that this witch, this sick woman that did this all death spells on you and all of this harm, the divine punishing her. And by the mean of punishing, look at the card of death. So you can put two and two together, right? Two and two together. You know where it's all headed. Whatever she did to you comes back. And of course, you have in generally very protective aura about you. Your guardian angels are always around you. They're shielding you from this demonic witchcraft, that influence that she has been doing, because she always thinking what she should do, or how could she hurt you further, unalive you, right? It's a really sick woman here, a very unhealthy, or what we would call demonically oppressed, because individuals that participate in witchcraft involving demonic entities and beings, uh, they are demonically oppressed. They invited these energies into their energy and in their soul. In regards of you, you are protected. You're shielded. There's no harming you. There's no penetrating your shield. You're too protected. And the more this person or group of people try to hurt you, the more heavier the punishment will be. Because I see this woman's already punished. Yeah, see, look at this. She just wants to humiliate you, right? She's like jealous. She wanted you, she really wanted you to feel degraded, made fun of your appearance, as if she's a supermodel or something. I don't know who she is. I highly doubt she will be much longer. um yeah, she really wanted to shame you. She wanted to humiliate you. This is jealousy. It's a jealous, bitter, delusional woman that is stuck on you, captive, mental prison. Like, there's some wrong with her. Wrong. Healthy individuals do not do that. They do not do that. Healthy person do not run around and start doing witchcraft on people. Yeah, she trapped in that jealousy. She's jealous of you. She cannot get out of it. You may not know this woman personally. You might have not even met her. You might have not even spoken to her. But at some point in her life, she got stuck on you. Like I said always, that your enemies are your number one fans. They are. Your enemies are number one fans. It's a woman that is stuck in this mental prison, and she cannot be jealous of you. She cannot stop spreading rumors about you. She's talking about you all the time. She's being envious. Is she looking for pity of some sort? I don't know. It's mostly, like I said, demonic oppression, which often leads to psychiatric problems, and this woman most likely has plenty of those. Do I feel sorry for her? I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry that what you had to been going through, because why exactly you deserve this? Because you're beautiful, because you're powerful, you're independent, you're strong, you're kind, and she's not. Like that's a matter now of a doctor, which I am not. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving no diagnosis here. I'm only telling you what I see. So jealousy, you see? Jealousy and witchcraft. Witchcraft was done on you because of jealousy. Rumors were done, was spread about you because of jealousy and envy. These attempts to constantly humiliate you and degrade you, and particularly your appearances, maybe perhaps your ability to earn income or money, was only done because of envy. Jealousy. She is oppressed by this sin of envy and greed. Why you have it and why I don't. And she'll never get out of it. But I see that your God Himself, your spirit guides, your angels, your protectors, they will simply remove her. And if she doesn't stop, because the card of the coffin came up twice. But I'm not here to deliver such messages. One thing I'm only telling you, that what goes around comes around. Therefore, you have to always be attentive. And you have to always make sure that you follow the rules of the higher powers. Always. There's the rules of universe that exist. Every negativity comes back. Always. That has been established throughout centuries from the human civil existence of the human civilization. I see you've done nothing wrong. That's why you're protected. That's why her witchcraft doesn't work. That's all of her baloney doesn't work. And nobody takes her seriously. Nobody takes her seriously. If she's seeking pity from people, she gets that. She gets that pity. For you, my wonderful collective, like I already said, expect these incredible opportunities. Your life is going to skyrocket. You're on fire. And this is the year of fire, right? You are on fire like a shooting star. Energy. You should feel a rejuvenation. Any matters with health. Once again, Ace of Cups, healing. Healing. You're healing from head to toe. Love, if you're looking for love, is also coming in. Partnership. There's a very successful love relationship that I see in the near future for you. There's some sort of person coming in. If you're a feminine, then it's an emperor, masculine, very responsible, very powerful, very strong connection, love connection, partnership connection. I told you people are drawn to you. People know how ambitious you are, how strong you are. And to be frank with you, judging by the Queen of Wands, you yourself no joke. Some of you may actually themselves have some sort of abilities. In regards of this jealous woman, she's none of your concern anymore. She's now once again by the moon card facing the demons she brought upon herself. Let me set it this way. You have nothing to worry about. What else? Queen of Wands, Ten of Cups. Yeah, look, you come up again. Queen of Wands, look at this. Family. Family. Soon you will meet. Once again, I don't know if you're looking for a man or not, or for a partner, But I do see very quickly you're going to build a family, happy family. Family that is based on true love. True love, because um, uh, you're not the type of person that's going to settle for no one. Settling for you does not exist. Maybe it did existed in the past, but I said you're not the same person anymore. You changed. You make a vow to yourself, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, of this reading, to be true to yourself. And therefore, the only partnership, the only relationship, the only um, connections with people you will make will only come from your heart. So the person that is coming towards you, most likely that emperor, is will be based on true feeling, on true sincere love to this person, your soulmate. You're not gonna settle. I'm only reading what I'm seeing. Whether you expect that or not, well, so there's a possibility of meeting that powerful person. He will be responsible, right? In your eyes, and you yourself super strong. I told you already, you've been through all kinds of things. All kinds of things. You've seen it all. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And yet you're standing and stronger than ever. The more blow you get, the more stronger you get. But so for me to tell you that this person that's coming towards you is a strong person, because in your eyes, this emperor will be that emperor. And it's not an easy task for man to do to you. You don't get impressed that often. It's hard to impress you because you're so independent as a firewoman. Independent, right? I got this. But somehow this person coming in, and your eyes will light up like a fireworks, right? He's going to have very masculine features. Strong man. Strong. Reliable. And you will look at this person and you're going to say, wow, that is the man of my dream. That is the one I am so in love with. He is the husband material. He is the one that I feel comfortable to build my family with and spend the rest of my life with. You see? So next 3 months, get ready. What else about this man you can tell me about this person? If you're not looking for like I said, a family, this is simply mean partnership. But for majority of you, this is family. Family man, lover, soulmate, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. What about this connection and this powerful union? Unbreakable, okay? Unbreakable. Again, 9 of Cups came up. Wish fulfillment, someone you dream about. This person will be a perfect definition of the man of your dreams. If you are masculine that watching this, simply reverse the energy. The woman of your dream. Whatever qualities you want this individual to possess, that person will checkmark every single quality. Will be impossible for you to find anything wrong with this individual. You're going to say, wow, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, how happy I am. And yes, by the full card, you will journey together. You see? Off you go, hand by hand, together, in love. Happy. Happy. Why do you think this enemy of yours by the witchcraft and the devil interfered? Because that person herself does not have love. She doesn't feel love. But this is her destiny. You have your own. And in this life, everybody gets what they deserve. No one here is God to decide who gets what. For you, this person will be truly like the breath of fresh air. You will truly going to be happy in this new life that awaits you. Because full is a completely zero, right? It's a zero beginning. You start from new page, new you, new life, new status, new man. Everything new. You need to forget of this past. If this jealous woman connected to your ex-boyfriend or your ex-husband or whatever, it's getting too old. Enough is enough. You see? Enough is enough. You're tired of it. And you want to move on, but this woman clinging to you, obsession, that she cannot cure herself. But everything has an end. And this end, once again, Page of Swords, this end of this aggression your way, this jealousy, this nonsense competition of some sort that you don't even participate in or take part of. You're not competing with her. You don't care about her. I see that you don't care about her. You care about your life. You care about yourself. You're too busy. You're moving. Fire sign. You're in the move. You're on the go. You're busy. Busy bee. Taking care of yourself. If you have children, taking care of your children, of your family, of your parent or whatnot. You don't have time for this nonsense. And therefore the universe right now punishing this jealous woman that did this to you and her flying monkeys and bringing new energies into your life because you were targeted out of jealousy, woman to woman jealousy. But you will be very happy. Look at this. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Love. True love. True love. This is true love. How often a one can truly say that you met the love of your life? The one and only. How many people are actually confident to say that? You deserve that true love. You deserve to be truly loved for you. And clearly this man that's coming towards you also deserves to be truly loved for him, for who he is, for his heart. It's when two hearts meet. You see? Sharing the cup together. Here's my love. We have one love for two. You are my love in its entirely. And you're his love in his entirely. There's no other players, no other people involved. You're soulmates. This is a very powerful soulmate connection. I feel that love. As if you knew each other forever. You were meant together. You were meant to be together with this person. It's true love. And I'm happy for you. And I'm happy. Yeah, see, innocence. Pure intentions, eager to please you. Innocent, pure, right? That person will look at you as innocent, pure, gentle, taking care of you, right? That's why he came as an emperor, protector. I will protect your heart because your heart is so precious. Maybe you inexperienced in love, right? I'm not looking at your past or assess your past relationship, but that's the one that will have a pure intention towards you. He will be there to please you, to make you happy, because he will treasure that Ace of Cups, that cup of love, your love. He will look at your heart, and he will literally will do everything in his power not to ever under circumstances to hurt you. And that's the heart you have. That's the heart you have. Rare, beautiful heart. And only the best of the best will receive your true heart. It's beautiful, beautiful connection. It's all higher powers, right? He's God sent to you. And you got sent to him. It's a beautiful connection. So expect that taking place sooner than you expect. Sooner than you expect. In conclusion, I want to draw one more card. Let's take a look. And that is action. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. Right? Action. Chariot, action. You done waiting. You done dealing with this woman. And if these people does not leave you alone, you're going to take such a powerful action that I'm not even going to mention. Meaning that you're simply going to start taking action. Because I kind of feel you're getting tired of this energy, of this whole nonsense. It's, you overgrowed it, right? It's the same thing as if you were first forced to wear shoes that are too tight, like 5 sizes too tight on your foot. Come on, right? You're like, heck with these shoes. I'm just going to take them off and walk. Well, that is the energy I feel for you this spring. You're going to say, I have had enough. This is getting too annoying. And you're just simply going to say, hell with it. And move on. So in other words, you're not going to be too concentrating nor paying attention to whatever's happening with these foes I mentioned earlier. And you will be more drawn to have that harmonious life, right? Harmony. That's what you want. You will be able to feel a loving and balanced connection with everything. And you do. You do. The only reason why you feel this disbalance, because this jealous woman is clinging to you, like sucking your energy out. Obsession with you. Obsession. There's a lot of sick people obsessed with you for some reason. And that is going to end. That is going to end. Because you will prioritize nothing less than balance of your life and happiness. Your internal happiness. And that is the message I have for you today, my wonderful collective. Once again, if you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Stay strong. Be happy. Always know who you are. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye, guys.